Aries, and welcome to your Venus love reading. Venus is moving into Aquarius on December 20th, and she will be there until about January 12th. And sorry if you hear that, my cat is clawing up my chair just because I started your video. Um, Anyways, she will be there for, about three and a half weeks or so. And Mars will be moving into Sagittarius on January 3rd. So Mars is currently in Scorpio going through some transformation and then moving into Sagittarius, where the divine masculine energy is going to get, very spiritual, going from the soul, what's speaking from the soul. And the divine masculine energy is exists within each and every one of us. And now Venus moving into Aquarius, this is a time of getting very analytical about romance, about your relationships, what you give, what you're receiving, just a really deep reassessment and reevaluation of yourself, your romantic partnership, or the romantic partnership that you are seeking. So let's pull a card for overall energy. So this reading will cover the period of, while Venus is in Aquarius, December 20th through January 12th. And we also have that new moon in Capricorn with the annular eclipse happening on December 26th, which is, the ending of a big cycle in everybody's life. And we're looking at romance, so we'll see if it plays out in that area of your life as well. All right, Aries, you guys have Be Mine as the overall energy with Venus moving into Aquarius. This is you guys getting very serious about, your relationship or the relationship that you want in your life. Or if you're dating somebody who's just really wishy-washy, back and forth, not committing, it's coming to the point where you're like, look, it's either we're going to be or we're not going to be. I'm not going to play back and forth anymore because, Venus moving into Aquarius, very analytical, thinking everything through, almost overthinking. So be, cautious of not overthinking things. But, Aries, this isn't just happening with you. Everybody is getting, more thoughtful, having a reassessment. So just depending on your current, romantic situations, some of you could have, somebody coming back to you saying, you know what, you are where I belong. Let's make this work. Or, if you're single, I really feel as though you're kind of giving an ultimatum, or somebody's giving an ultimatum to you. All right. In committed relationships, this to me is where, through the reassessment, it's almost like bringing you closer. It's not like, oh, I don't belong here. Just no matter what you've been through, it's like making you fall more in love, having more appreciation and admiration for your partner. So coupled up, Aries, that's looking really good. All right, let's pull some highlights of Venus moving into Aquarius for you guys. Okay, so we have the Sword and the Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. So there you go, Aries. Confirmation of what came through with that Be Mine. Especially those of you in committed partnerships, through this evaluation, you become ever closer, and you, like the divine feminine and the divine masculine coming through with the rose and the sword. So coupled up, Aries, Venus moving into Aquarius is a good time. You're really going to meet in the mental space, like agree on things and have good conversations, just really being in sync with each other. Those of you, just kind of dating somebody who you're not committed to, or you singles, you're really, like I said, going through this reevaluation and coming to some different truths and understandings about love, about romance, about yourself. Ooh, and that's somebody's loud truck. I am all the way up on like the 4th floor and my windows are closed. So, wow. And so Aries, also with this, if somebody is just kind of really being wishy-washy and playing games, it's like you're cutting them out. You're not interested anymore. If somebody's trying to come back to you and they're not 100% like legitimate and real about being with you and putting the right energy and effort into it, it's like you're ready to cut them off for something that is real. Even if you had a lot of hope, you know, for this person, it's you're moving out of the heart space and going into the mental body, and there it's like there's this detached perception of people, of situations, of finally like truths coming to light that maybe you've shielded yourself from before because you really like somebody, so you didn't want to think that that was the truth, regardless of, you know, what you were picking up on intuitively or the red flags that were coming through. But now as Venus moves into Aquarius, there's just no question. You're just seeing things from a different perspective, very detached emotionally, so you can see things clearly. And now those of you in committed relationships, you know, you're going through that same thing, but through that perception, I really feel it pulls you closer to your partner. You come into like a deeper sense of love and honor just for them and everything you guys have been through. All right, the next card is the Axe. We have a breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. That speaks volumes right there, for those of you where you're kind of in this wishy-washy situation, or somebody's trying to come back into your life. It's like you're really putting your foot down. Or Aries, if you're the one that has you know, been back and forth, the person that you've been back and forth with may very well, you know, put the ultimatum out there, lay it on the line, like you're either in or you're not. I'm not going to play these games anymore. So big strong message for you guys singles, and then again those of you dealing with somebody who's back and forth. Aries, I feel strong like somebody from the past is trying to come back in, and with the sword and the axe there, I don't know that that's the best place for you. You have to fill it out and do what's best for you. You know, with Be Mine, it's definitely somebody that you wanted to be with, and I feel like they're really putting it out there like I'm ready to commit, all these things, but I don't know that you're feeling it anymore, Aries. Now that Venus has moved into Aquarius, you're seeing things from a different perspective, which is changing your mind. Like minds are changing while Venus is in Aquarius, and this is especially strong for you guys. That I don't really feel speaks to those of you in committed situations. This is a general reading, but the messages I'm getting from Spirit for committed Aries are those where you decide to really work it out. Now, you could have been at that point where you were really like, you know, should we stick it out? You know, do we still love each other enough? All those things, because every relationship goes through highs and lows. And ultimately, I feel like you make the decision to stay together and not separate or break up just because of that detached perspective that brings you into a, you know, deeper sense of honor and admiration for your partner and them for you as well. All right, so let's pull some tarot. Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Queen of Cups. So some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And lastly, we have the Eight of Wands. So look at that. We've got two eights going on in your reading, Aries. That's very positive energy, especially those of you in committed relationships. I'm telling you, through December 20th to January 12th, you and your partner are just really seeing each other through different eyes, and there's like falling in love again, coming into this new perspective, really connecting emotionally. And with the Four of Swords, there's like a sense of renewal and healing to your love and to your connection, and a lot of like passion reignited. So coupled up Aries, to me, this is either maybe you guys have been separated for like work, military, something along those lines, and now you guys are coming back together, and it's beautiful, and there's nobody else in the world you'd rather be with. Other coupled up Aries, you know, you could have been really thinking about, you know, are we going to work? Is this going to last? And through this detached perspective and reevaluation that you both are just naturally going through, it pulls you guys closer together, and it's like a renewed sense of love. Now, single Aries, this here, the Ace of Cups, this could absolutely indicate there is new romance showing up over these next 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. However, it's like you've got to let go of the past, all right? And not everything that's happened in the past, not bring it into this new relationship and this new connection. Because who's aligning with you, they're coming through as, you know, a queen, which is a very emotionally mature energy, as somebody very sensitive. They've been through a lot of similar life lessons as you, so you guys will hit it off right away. So Aries, new love being offered. It's time to sever yourself from the past and embrace the new. All right, even if you're like you've been hung up on an ex or whatever, it's really time to embrace the new love that is being offered to you. Other singles where this is like somebody coming back from the past, or those of you that are just, you know, kind of dating with no real commitment, I really feel like it's an ultimatum. Either you're in it and you're real, or I'm done, and you're cutting them off and you're cutting them out. It's like no more games. And, you know, they very well may relent and say, all right, Aries, you win. I really care about you. I don't want to lose you. You're right. I need to step it up. All right, yeah, look at that. You got the Eight of Wands coming out again under this Ace of Cups for clarity. So Aries, you're getting a lot of attention. All of you, like a big shift of focus on you. You know, new love coming in. Old people reaching back out to you. And those of you in committed relationships, I just see like this big like turn, this big change for you guys, and you're like falling in love again. And I love, you know, when two of the same card come out, because that mirrors for me in relationship readings. Under the Eight of Pentacles, look at this, we've got the Queen of Wands. That would be your energy, because that's fire energy, or it could potentially be a Leo, Sagittarius, or fellow Aries. But you have two queens here, so to me, again, both coming out as queens is like you guys are mirroring each other's energy. All right, there's a lot of passion and sparks. There's a lot of depth and emotion, and it's like you guys mirror that back and forth to each other. Woo! All right, we have the Two of Pentacles coming under this, you know, Eight of Wands, and that to me is that mutual energy. Those of you in partnerships. Next out, we have the Moon under the Four of Swords. And lastly, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, representing this Queen of Cups. Aries, yes. Now is the time to really assert yourself and lay boundaries. Those of you who have been really just back and forth with somebody, it's like, you really putting the ultimatum and following it through, and, you know, saying what you deserve. If you've been investing time and energy into somebody for a while and they don't want to commit, you know, no matter how much you care, how much potential's there, it's like it's time to put your foot down and cut them off and cut them out and be like, look, until you can grow up and meet me, you know, halfway here, I'm not, I don't want to see you. I don't want to date you. I don't want nothing. No friends with benefits, no nada, just nothing. You know, because I'm searching for the real thing. And Aries, I feel like that causes them to step up. Okay, it really does. Now, those of you where somebody's coming back from the past, they're definitely offering you like everything, but I don't know, Aries, the person coming back from the past, I just, like where you've been disconnected, no contact with, I don't know. I feel like there's a new love for you. There's new romance coming for you, and you'll have a happier time there. Also, Aries, you singles, you know, with just two Eight of Wands coming out like that, that's a lot of communication. That's a lot of energy and attention being directed towards Aries. So you singles out there, especially with that Ace of Cups, you know, don't sell yourself short. There's opportunities that are abounding all around you, and very serious opportunities with that that Knight of Pentacles coming out over on the end there. And you committed couples, like I said, I just see you guys having a turning point. And those Aries where there is somebody new and fabulous coming in, you're still kind of like hoping for or hung up on somebody from the past. With the sword and the axe, it's really time to cut them off, cut them out, and embrace the new. All right, let's pull some advice. We have anger, and it says, even though you are bursting inside, you need to remain calm, dig deep, and find the strength to activate the self-control that lies within you. All right, so Aries, I feel this is more about those of you that have somebody like trying to show back up into your world, and it's really going to upset you for a number of reasons. This is a general reading, and Spirit's like, don't even indulge that. Don't even like give them the satisfaction that, you know, they could still trigger you or upset you. If you, and it's some of you, it's almost like, how dare you come back into my world? Like, who do you think you are? You think I'm still waiting on you and hanging on you? And you might be inside, right? But it still like creates that anger. Like, how dare you just think you can prance back up into my world like this and expect that I'm just like open and available to you. So Aries, those where it's somebody coming back from the past, again, I don't feel like it's such a good deal. It's really positive for brand new love, for committed couples, and also those Aries where it's time to lay down an ultimatum and stick with it. It's like you'll have a very positive return of that energy, but don't do it through anger. You know, do it through very calm, calculated, logical articulation of yourself. Don't make it really emotional and you did this and I'm upset and da 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 da. It's just like, hey, we are definitely on different pages and I'm ready to move forward with my life, and clearly you're not. So, you know, I don't want to put my energy into this anymore. I really like you, whatever. It's just being, you know, much more logical and mature about it. So those of you that have that ultimatum to put out there, do it in that light, and I really feel like you are going to have a great payoff. And otherwise, Aries, you guys got a lot of attention going on, several offers of romance, if you ask me, based on this reading. So those are your messages, Aries. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.